Have you ever wondered why some people just seem to bring out the best in you, that you sense you're different with just around some people, and maybe it's not something you feel like you could really replicate around other people? I want to share with you my human design because that is what's happened with me, particularly around emotions. So let's do a quick little recap of what my chart is, my body graph. I am a generator. Let's see if I can actually write over here. I am a generator. And I have a solar plexus authority, and that means that I have to ride my emotional waves in order to get my yes or no, right? So where sometimes I will think I want something, but then later on I find out I might regret it, or I'm so glad I waited to make that decision because it felt better. But understanding that in myself was a little bit of a struggle when I first came to human design. I'd already been this journey of getting in touch with my feelings, and it was hard. I almost didn't know what feelings were. I remember the first time a coach asked me, well, how does that make you feel? I was like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know what you mean. And I would have to look up what the names of emotions are in order to be able to kind of figure it out. And then years later, I started really studying my human design, and there's things that just stood out, and I was like, oh my gosh, this all makes so much more sense to me now. And not just in a way of, oh my gosh, I can finally see myself, or somebody else saw me, that this is like a mirror of really me, because I had done that when a couple years ago, I started, it's probably been almost 2.5 years ago at this point, that I first started dabbling in some human design, and I was like, oh, that's really fun to know. And I felt like, oh, that's so me. And then I didn't know what to do with it later on, so I just kind of left it. I was like, oh, that was a fun thing to do. But over a year ago, I started really studying, and I started working with somebody so I could really study, join programs. I've been reading books, doing all the things. And so this is what I discovered about me. We're all so unique, but I want to just kind of walk through my emotions with you and what's happened. So one of the things that's about me is, I'm going to just point out this part right here is the communication center, your throat. And that's how we put things into words, into images, whatever your preferred method of communication is. And then down here is our solar plexus, and this is our emotions. It's where they all are. And I have them both defined. That means I have consistent access to each of them. When it has a color to it, it means it's defined. When a center is white, it means it's undefined. And it's not that you don't have access to it. You have access to everything on your chart. But when it's undefined, when it's white, you just don't have that consistent, reliable access to it. So you have a lot more learning that goes around with it. But I have these defined, I have them consistently. So I was like, for the longest time, I know there was something inside me, but I couldn't communicate them. And I want to show you, this is like so cool. So I have a split in my graph, my chart, right here. So everything up here is one section all connected together. And let me get rid of that. And oops, hang on a second. Don't ask again. Oh, goodness. Oh, technology. Nice. Thank you, Siri. I don't need you right now. So just kind of backtrack here. This is real time. This is just me. This is what happens. We have those things, right? So I have this part that's all connected. And then I have this part that's all connected. They're separated right here. That's the split. I have consistent access to my emotions, and I have consistent access to my communication. But the two of them together, that is something I don't have consistent access to. So it made so much more sense. Like I could sense them in my body, but I couldn't figure out what to label them, to name them. And I had such an awesome coach. She didn't tell me that I had to come up with a name. She's like, oh, you can make up a name for it. Or we could just not name it. If you can sense it in your body, which I could sense it in my body. I didn't have to actually name it. That was so freeing for me to not have to actually have a definitive label on something. So when someone would tell me their emotions of what they're feeling, I could intellectually understand them, but I didn't always connect it to actual physical sensations and what that felt like in my body or what they might be experiencing. I had to ask them a lot of questions to kind of figure it out if that was something I was interested in. But here's the really cool part. So whenever I'm around my husband, I feel like it's so easy for us to talk about how we feel. We have so many wonderful conversations. And since I didn't meet him until I was 39, and I just had this ease around with him that I could be myself, that I could share things that I'd never shared with anybody before. And so there was this connection. It wasn't until I started looking at our human design. So I have this 35. And my communication, that's defined. But what I don't have defined is this 36 down here. And so my channel is broken. But when we come over to my husband's, let's get rid of that. Come over to my husband's. And if we come over here and we look, oops, hang on a second. Click on his. Is it going? There we go. Okay, now we're on my husband's. Look what he has. He has the 36. And his emotions, he has this defined, so he has consistent access to that. Now, he may not have consistent access to all of his emotions. He has them. They are here. It's not like he doesn't have any. He may not always be able to see them, but also it's a little bit of like, how does he communicate that? So he's a little bit of like a wild man, I guess, in that way. But because I have the 35, when we are together, we both can tune into our emotions and we can talk about them and we can share them. And I think that is just a pretty cool thing. And so one of the things you can check if you have this on, if you're using, I use Maya Mechanics for when I go through things because I really trust this resource and I like how it lays everything out. One of the things that you can check on your chart is, do you have any bridges? And right there, there's my bridge. One of my bridges, so that I'm not split, is a 36. So my husband has that. No wonder we mesh so well in that aspect of our lives. How cool is that?